Have you ever noticed that those who have been forgiven much seem to love more deeply? This question sits at the heart of one of Jesus's most profound teachings about forgiveness and gratitude. We find ourselves in 1st century Judea, at the home of Simon the Pharisee. Simon has invited Jesus to dinner, a common practice among religious leaders who wanted to assess this controversial rabbi. The Pharisees were respected religious authorities, known for their strict adherence to Jewish law and traditions. They often viewed themselves as spiritually superior to ordinary people, especially sinners. As Jesus reclines at the table, something unexpected happens. A woman from the town enters uninvited. Luke's gospel tells us she lived a sinful life, likely meaning she was known for sexual immorality. In that culture, such a woman entering a Pharisee's home would have been scandalous. Yet she comes with a purpose that transcends social boundaries. The woman carries an alabaster jar of expensive perfume. She approaches Jesus from behind as he reclines at the table. Then something remarkable occurs. She begins to weep, and her tears fall onto Jesus's feet. She lets down her hair, something respectable women never did in public, and uses it to wipe his feet. She kisses them repeatedly and pours the perfume over them. Simon watches this display with disgust. He thinks to himself that if Jesus were truly a prophet, he would know what kind of woman is touching him. He would push her away. Simon's internal judgment reveals his heart. He sees the woman as permanently stained by her past, unworthy of compassion or redemption. But Jesus knows Simon's thoughts. He turns to his host and says he has something to tell him. Simon responds, telling him to speak. Then Jesus shares the parable of the two debtors. He describes a moneylender who had two people owing him money. One owed 500 denarii, the other 50. A denarius represented a day's wage for a laborer, so these were substantial debts. The first debtor owed nearly 2 years' wages, while the second owed about 2 months' worth. Neither debtor could repay what they owed. So the moneylender, moved by compassion, cancels both debts completely. He forgives them freely, asking nothing in return. Then Jesus poses a question to Simon. Which of the two debtors will love the moneylender more? Simon answers correctly but hesitantly. He supposes the one who had the bigger debt forgiven would love more. Jesus affirms his answer. He's judged correctly. But then Jesus applies the parable directly to the situation unfolding in Simon's dining room. Jesus points out that when he entered Simon's house, Simon provided no water for his feet. This was a basic courtesy in a dusty land where people wore sandals. Simon gave him no welcoming kiss, another standard greeting. He provided no oil for Jesus's head, a sign of honor for guests. But this woman has not stopped kissing his feet since she arrived. She wet his feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. She poured expensive perfume on them. Jesus then makes the profound connection. Her many sins have been forgiven, so she has shown great love. But whoever has been forgiven little loves little. This teaching revolutionizes our understanding of forgiveness and gratitude. The woman understood the magnitude of her sin and the incredible gift of forgiveness. Her extravagant display wasn't earning forgiveness. It was responding to forgiveness already received. Her love flowed from gratitude. Simon, meanwhile, saw himself as relatively righteous. He felt he needed little forgiveness. Therefore, his love remained cold and calculated. He performed religious duties but lacked genuine devotion. His self-righteousness blinded him to his own need for grace. Jesus then speaks directly to the woman. He tells her that her sins are forgiven. The other guests begin murmuring among themselves, asking who this man is who even forgives sins. But Jesus ignores their questions and tells the woman that her faith has saved her. He sends her away in peace. This parable challenges us today. Do we see ourselves as the debtor with the massive debt, overwhelmed by grace? Or do we identify with Simon, thinking we're basically good people who don't need much forgiveness? Our answer determines the depth of our love and gratitude. The woman left that dinner transformed, carrying peace instead of shame. Simon remained in his self-righteousness, missing the very salvation happening before his eyes. The difference between them wasn't the magnitude of their sin, but their recognition of their need for grace. When we truly grasp how much we've been forgiven, gratitude transforms everything. Our worship becomes authentic. Our service flows from joy. Our love for God and others deepens immeasurably. The parable of the two debtors reminds us that those who understand grace best love most deeply. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Then hit the notification bell so you don't forget the new weekly videos.